Hello ladies, who doesn't love summer? Who doesn't love a bronzy look? I for one, for sure I would love a bronzy look. But just to avoid all these damages from sun and sun exposure and also skin aging, I would rather go with a self-tanning lotion and a darker foundation for my face and get a bronzy look. So I decided to show you what products I love to do this procedure. Usually I like this Vita Liberata brand. Usually you find it in Sephora, but I don't know, maybe you find it in other stores as well. This one, for example, I got it in TJ Maxx for a really good price and I'm happy about it. They have mousse and they have this kind of oil. I prefer the mousse. I think it's long lasting for the skin. It lasts longer than the oil. So this is what we're gonna try today. Shake the mousse. And then I strongly recommend you to buy this glove. The application is so much better with the glove than without. So don't be scared because it looks blue at the beginning. Just start with your hand. It will turn brown. Do not panic. It is very important to have your hands and especially your shoulders and your cleavage the same color as your face, because otherwise, you know, okay, you use a bronzer, you use a darker powder, your face is perfect, and then your neck and your cleavage has other colors, so it's very, very obvious that you try to fake your color. Always go on the inside of your hand. Don't neglect these parts. Also the cleavage, make sure to remove any jewelry that I should have maybe taken off before starting. I always go like up my neck because here my foundation will meet the self tanner and I don't have any gaps of color. This is really, really important. Go up to here. Don't worry about this because this will like you can remove it with a micellar water or, you know, whatever makeup remover you have on hand. So don't worry. Okay, the other shoulder. And then I usually do my lower legs as well. If I wear a dress or a skirt or shorts. Again, this is really important. Use a mirror. Don't forget to do this side of your hands. And then for the cleavage, go as low as your dress usually goes. What is really nice about this self tanner is that it has SPF 50, so you don't need to use other SPF besides this. So now let's move on to the makeup for the face. For my face makeup, I'm gonna use two shades of face and body foundation. One is very light, it is called C2, and the other one is bronzy, and I think it was a limited edition. It's called a light pearl. So I'm gonna apply these two foundations and I'm gonna blend them with the beauty blender. It's not the best way to work your face and body product because the best way is to just rub it with your fingers, but I just don't have so much patience today, and I like how the beauty blender like works everything out. And then I'm gonna work also the darker one. I'm gonna use just a little bit because I don't wanna have too much dark product. You can see the color difference here. It's quite visible. And then with the damn beauty blender, just blend everything in. I don't want a high coverage today because it's so hot outside. I think it's like 30 degrees Celsius. And when it's so hot, I rather feel my skin and not with so much coverage. but in order to get this bronzy look you need to have some like foundation in order to be able to apply the bronzer. So that's all I'm gonna do. You can see I have some sun damage on my face already, which is not good, but what can I do? I don't know, like I'm wearing sunscreen, I don't know what else I can do. Now I'm gonna pop some highlight concealer, and because this foundation doesn't have too much coverage, I'm gonna just use some in these areas. Near the nostrils, like usually the skin gets more reddish, this is why I'm using concealer, and also around the mouth on these fine lines, on my upper lip, and I think we're pretty much okay. I don't want to have like a perfect full coverage makeup. I think this will do. Also, because it's very hot, I'm gonna set my makeup with a little bit of powder, and I'm gonna take with my damn beauty blender some powder, and again where I have concealer, so around my nose, wherever you know that your face is more like sweaty or oily. Like usually I notice around my mouth that my skin is pretty shiny after a while, not so much my forehead. So I'm trying to set my under eye concealer, and then just a little bit in the forehead. And because I want to apply bronzer, I will put some on this area. This is a really good method to apply powder with your beauty blender while still damp. I love it so much. Okay, so moving on, I'm gonna use a really nice bronzer that I have. It's a Estee Lauder for Victoria Beckham edition. It's a really nice bronzer, and I'm gonna apply it with this kind of duo fiber brush, because it applies less product. With the bronzer you always want to build up, so apply a little bit and then you can go for more, rather than applying too much at once and then it's gonna be too difficult to remove. Try to work in circles, like this kind of circles. I'm trying to apply some bronzer here on my jawline. On the sides of my forehead. And then, because I don't have any makeup on my eyes, I'm just gonna take this brush with the bronzer and quickly pop some on my eyelid. Actually, I'm trying to get the crease and then just blend it out. It already looks like a half a smoky eye, right? Okay, And now, where is my product? I'm gonna use some liquid highlighter. This is actually Becca, but I transferred all my liquid products that I have in my makeup kit in this kind of containers. I'm using this small of amount, like don't use a lot, especially for a day makeup, because it might look too much. And like I just didn't want to go overboard today. On your brow bone you can use some. Here you can see the intensity of this highlighter. Very, very nice. And now I'm gonna maybe do something with my lips. I think here I need some more blending. I'm not using a mirror, so I'm doing my makeup in my phone. This is, you know, quite risky for blending, I mean. Okay, so now it looks blended out. If you feel the need, you can add bronzer, but anyways, my face is not even darker than my shoulders. My shoulders could be a little darker than my face, so I can add more bronzer. This is always good when you can add. When you can add, it's okay. So this is my proposal for you guys, how to fake your tan a little bit. Use some self tanner and then a darker shade of foundation, and there you go. You look very summerish and you don't need that sun exposure that is only damaging your skin. Hope you like it, and I'm waiting for your comments and your suggestions.